Sup nerds, Tom here, talking about the Flames and Frost expansion for Valeria Card Kingdoms. Now this is the first expansion that ever came out for this game, but this is like, the last one that I'm reviewing, doing it a little bit backwards here, and I am 90-ish% certain that the pictures I'm showing you are the cards that actually came in this expansion. You see, I absolutely love this game, so I have everything for it. I have the big box, I have all the expansions, even including all the little ones, the little mini expansions that are just like packs of cards. And the reason why it's kind of hard to tell this one apart is because of the type of expansion it is. It's one of those just more expansions. We just get more monsters to fight, more cards to buy, or like different cards to buy, right? It's variety expansion. When the base game came out, you only had so many options, and now here's more options. So you can add all these monsters in, or you can mix and match or whatever. And those are fine. I mean, I think the only new mechanic really added in this one was the any resource symbol, where, I'm going to get 2 of whichever one resource I want. And these expansions are always fine, they're fun, especially when, you just got the base game and you want more variety. That's like the main thing you want, sure. But for me, I always like expansions that add new mechanics. There's an extra sideboard, there's an extra track, there's different resources, there's, new dynamics in the game. And I think Crimson Seas is probably the best example of that. And then the Darksworn expansion is a co-op expansion that's actually really good. So while, again, I love this game, I'm not going to trash on any aspect of this whatsoever, I think, in my opinion, this is kind of one of the last expansions you should get. I think you should definitely start with Crimson Seas. If you like the idea of doing a co-op expansion, then get Darksworn. But then this or Shadowvale, you could go either way. They're both pretty much the same thing of just more variety. And again, more variety is good, but, Crimson Seas is just cooler. I think my favorite new monster pack is the Undead Samurai, because they have like a monster event that pretty much just like puts the whole deck out there. But I do think this is like a Kickstarter thing. I mean, it is tied to this expansion, I believe, but I don't know if every single new edition is going to have this one be a part of it, which is another thing where, like, I do think a lot of the really good expansions for this game are those little packs that come as like there's the Wizard Tower one, there's the Kingsguard that gives you a 7 or an 8 character. There are several expansions that include like a new starter, where if you either don't roll anything or if you roll doubles, then that starter will get to trigger, right? So at the very beginning of the game, you have a 5 and a 6. Oh, we didn't roll a 5 or a 6 at all. Okay, well, hey, you still get something. So that's really cool. And the only real problem with having everything like I do is that sometimes you could have kind of bad mixes of the citizens. Like when you play an entire expansion by itself or the base game by itself, there's a good mix to make sure that you're still getting all of the resources out there. But it's possible that like you put out a bunch of citizens and there aren't that many that get you magic or get you magic easily. So you could be like, oh man, we really need to make sure we get the 3 because that's kind of the only real way I can get magic in this game or something. You just have to be a little bit worried with that. But otherwise, I still think this is a great expansion. And that's mostly stemming from just the fact that I love this game and I think you should get everything. But again, just depends on the type of gamer you are. If you want more variety, then sure, this or Shadowvale are both kind of equally good. But if you're more like me and you want new mechanics, then I would consider Crimson Seas or Darksworn first. But again, if you love this game like I do, just go get everything and try and hunt down all those packs, because a lot of really cool things are in those little packs. But anyways, thanks for watching Bird Up, the worst show on television.
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television.